Good evening and welcome once again to the Whiskey Cowboy Live. Today's date is June 5th, 2024. It's a Wednesday. I hope everyone's week has been going well. Laurel has joined the show. Hey, Laurel, welcome to the show. She says, good evening. Good evening. Oh, goodness. It's a hot one again. It wasn't extremely hot today. I think it was in the upper 70s, but it was 3,000% humidity. We had a bit of a thunderstorm roll through right after dinner. Not enough rain to really break the humidity, just enough to get things wet and then just stay all humid. So that's that. Laurel says, looks and sounds good. Fantastic. Thank you. Laurel is my audio and visual checker out there. I had already, last week I had updated the system. So I figured that's fine. Come up tonight again, get into the office. And I showed my brother the studio. So everything was running, but I get up today before the show and crank everything up, and oh shit, it thinks it wanted to install a whole new operating system. So I had to go through all that setup, and I was good. It is all running fine. Fine as wine. Got a little bit of a jitter on my Streamlabs going out, but it should be smooth on your end. Still haven't got the AC installed in the studio yet. That will be done. I think I'll have to make a mental note tomorrow. Do that tomorrow. Install that. Haven't got it in the bedroom yet either, so I might as well put those both in. Hope everyone's Friday was good. Not Friday. Hope everyone's Friday was good too, but no. Sunday, I had to cancel the show. I posted a note up in the community section here on YouTube Said, hey, oops, I didn't think about this. Had my brother coming in. I didn't know whether he was going to get in before or after the show. He actually pulled in the dooryard right about 10. So that is that. Got the things taken care of. We are back on track. Hopefully here this week, maybe this week, I'll get my carport built. Not for the car, but for storage out by the Frank and Zebo. That's sitting, I got the two big boxes. They're sitting in my mud room. So I got to get that done. Should be fairly easy. Do most of it myself, I guess. We'll see. So how's the weather out there? Waiting for everybody to roll on in. They ain't been here yet. How's the weather out there? Been hot and humid here. Tonight's coffee is a classic. It is a classic. French vanilla. New England brand coffee. French vanilla. And the missus said, yeah, you're having French vanilla. Okay, I guess I can have that. I don't usually have that for a show. That's usually our morning blend. Lately, our morning blend's been the Cameron Toasted Southern Pecan. Laurel says, we have been having some wicked humidity and rain. Tomorrow will be like a start of decent weather. Yeah, it's been that way here. We got some more folks coming in. Go ahead and type up and say hello. Say hello. We don't generally get into the meat and potatoes conversations till we get a few folks in here. That way I don't have to repeat myself. Joe Biden's interview with, I think it was Time. Oh my God. What a crap show. Their editor had to even say, yeah, he mixed up this person with that person, and then there was a lot of long pauses, and he said the same things over and over, and he put it in like he said it. It's like, holy crap. Holy crap. Anybody who thinks that man is ripe and ready, and fit to be president, they are insane. They are insane. But, he's got the Donald Trump that is a convicted felon. He goes and he says it to his donor base. They don't care. You might as well say Donald Trump is evil orange man with horns and shit, and they don't care. It's all the same to them. They ain't voting for him, and they ain't donating to him. You're not changing any minds. Laurel says she can't watch him. Yeah, Biden, he's just out there. He is out there. He is clearly in the process of having Alzheimer's and dementia, clearly. But got to gaslight about it. Gaslight it, and don't say it. No, he's spry. He's good. Even threatened one of the reporters that had asked him about about his age. He's, take anyone. I'll take you on. It's like, dude, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You can't take on a flight of stairs. Yeah, had a headache. Headache set in after dinner because of the thunderstorm rolling, so we're trying to fight that off. I said, man, I could do without a show tonight. but I didn't have one Sunday. So we'll have a show tonight. Laurel says he has, and the stairs won. Yeah, bike won, stairs won. Gets all lost. He can't find his way off the stage, like a lieutenant can't find their way through a forest. Lost, just lost. Land of the lost. Man, he is just disgraceful. You can say what you want about Trump. Yeah, he's got a mouth. He says shit he's not supposed to, but he's got his faculties. He's got his physical abilities. He can walk. He can talk. He can hold a conversation. That's an upgrade. That is an upgrade. Oh, he's a convicted felon. The Democrats are notorious for electing people who have been convicted of crimes. So don't tell me like that matters much. So the left doesn't care if their person has a rap sheet. Oh, but Donald Trump, he's a felon. Felony. Shut the fuck up. Number one is going to be appealed. There's 50 billion reasons why the appeal is justified. This verdict will be overturned. It was a show trial and a sham, a kangaroo court to waste his time and to get the little asterisk next to his name so that they could say convicted felon. That's all it was. Selective prosecution and a misuse of the laws. The applications of the laws were wrong. And that's that. Where is everybody? Donna hasn't been on for a while. But she got a new truck. Maybe she's just traveling the country. She got a new truck. Haven't started the canoe project yet. Again, been busy. Maybe I'll get that started up here too. Because even if I do it just a little bit each day, it'll get done. It'll get done. A little bit each day. Got to bring Gus's come along back home. Didn't use it. That was fine. Rather have it and not need it. Laura says, I can't wait to see it. Me too. Me too. Can't wait to see it. Have to throw the offer out to the grandkids and say, hey, who wants to go on out canoeing with Grandpa? Now they'll have a two-seater again, a tandem. Mine's fine. I can't take anybody. Well, I probably could take the youngins, but they'd have to sit on the bottom. In the Lincoln, it's going to be, you got a front seat and a back seat. When I do it solo, I turn it around backwards and I sit on the front seat but backwards. So I'll see how that goes. Told folks, I am closing down my external mail box. It's not worth me paying for it another year. I said if I get in more goodies from folks that's more than I pay in for the mailbox, I call it a wash. That's fine. But I don't need no mail. Stop it. Weather. But if I pay more than what folks send in to me, then I might as well just spend my money buying my own whiskey or something. No need in having a mailbox external that doesn't get used. And that's fine. Folks don't want to send me stuff, that's fine. Don't care. Folks don't want to support my show and they don't want to donate, fine. That's fine. They let me know. Let me know their worth. My worth to them. Got it. So that's why I've been less articles lately. Been spending more time getting stuff done that I want to get done around the house. Doing things I want to get done. And have fun. Have fun. That's fine. Don't want to do a show? Don't do a show. Yeah, my brother was like, oh, yeah, I'd like to have this property, keep it in the family, keep it for the family. It's like, yeah, family going to donate to pay taxes? Family going to donate to get the house fixed up right and the property fixed up right? No, don't think so. So I do what the hell I want to do with the property. Next trip over there, I'll be cutting down some trees, bucking them up. Maybe load up the back end of Zippy. Bring some home here to burn in the Frankenzebo. So we'll see. We will see. You know, I got heat and oil to pay for next winter. I got bills to pay. So the property is not close to you. No need to keep it. No, it takes me 2 hours to get there. It's a 4-hour round trip. Hey, if I have the extra ducats to just drop in there, that's fine. It'd be a nice little launching place. Want to go canoeing on the Connecticut? That's fine. It's a good place to drive on in, spend a weekend. Drive in on a Friday. Sleep over. Spend Saturday out on the water. Sleep over, leave on Sunday. Yeah, that's fine. Ain't like it is now. I got some things I gotta fix. But yeah, that's fine, but it's not like I'm gonna be there all the time. And be a nice place you like to go hiking in the mountains and stuff. That's fine. Go out the back door. There you go. Some trails there. Go and get at it. That's good. But again, the state's not going to just let me keep the property without keeping on paying on it. Since my father doesn't live there anymore, there's no need for the expenditure of money. Because he was paying the property taxes when he lived there. It's only right. Another bill on the plate. Well, it doesn't matter if there's good memories connected to it or not. You can either afford the expense of the property or you can't. So still gotta get a car off of it. It's like, oh, Jesus, there's a car. There's a car on there. The early 90s, 1990s early. Lumina, Chevy Lumina. Bellied down into the ground. It's been sitting there for so long. It's been sitting there probably good. Well, over 30 years. Been sitting there. the same spot. Just sunk itself in. Like, oh, damn. I cleared it out. Most all the stuff out of it and threw it in the dumpster. But, yeah, got to get that gone. Get her gone. Get her gone. One thing after another. But, yeah. Laurel says, are the housing prices as ridiculous there or there? They're here. Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty stupid. And this one, I have to take the right type of buyer for this one. I don't know whether they could get it financed or not. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Coffee. Laurel says, I hope you get a good buyer. Yeah, I hope so. I'll be contacting the realtor within the next week or so and say, yeah, put it on the market. I'll give the particulars, asking price. I'm not saying how much I'm asking for it. I'm not saying how much I'm asking for it on my show. But reasonable market value. I know folks are going to try to lowball it. So we'll see. We will see. Oh, hell, it's 20 after. Where is everybody? They're talking with other things. Yeah, Biden is. he kept complaining. Remember that? Oh, he can't do anything on the border. The Republicans are stopping him. No, he was stopping the Border Patrol and everybody from doing their job. Laurel says, if it's marketed right, you should get what you want. Yeah, well, it's. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. So Biden caused all this mess, and now he went and he just, because it's election year. Oh, look, I'm putting a halt on the border. It's like, no, you're not. No, you're not. 250 illegal invaders per day is what he is allowing through non-authorized points of entry. That means if they try to cross the border, not through one of the authorized checkpoints, they're going to be, thrown back away. But if they come in through any of the authorized checkpoints, they process them and let them into the country. One-tailed white boy. Hey, good evening. Says, good evening, guys. White-tailed white boy. He's one of our German fellers. So, yeah, it's all a show. It's all a show. He isn't doing anything. But can you imagine any other crime? Yeah, we're going to allow 7 carjackings a day. The rest we'll do something about. Sort of. Maybe. But 7 scot-free. That's fine. They get that free. You think of any other crime they pull that crap with. Oh, there's 4 rapes today. 7 carjackings. One-tailed white boy says carjackings are probably legal in California. Yeah, it's not even so much as what's legal and not is they don't prosecute. And a lot of these big urban areas, they're just not prosecuting. Speaking of that, that's what the Biden administration did with a shit ton of amnesty cases. They just wiped them off the board and gone. It's like, holy crap. You're not even going to follow through with this sham? You're just, okay, fine, we'll just get rid of it. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Ooh, hot. Hot. Hey, Judy. Judy says, howdy, y'all. Welcome to the show. So yeah, election year shenanigans. Things for show. Got that wackadoo Congresswoman, Lucy McBeth. Lucy McBeth. She resubmitted, it's been brought to the House now, the Go Safe Act. Go Safe Act, which damn near makes every gas-operated semi-automatic weapon illegal, as currently done. They've got some, if it's like a 22 or below, if it's got a fixed magazine or cannot accept anything over 10 rounds, blah, 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 blah. You basically shut down everything. And then she has the nerve on her website to say that it protects the Second Amendment. Really? What part of shall not be infringed does she not understand? If you infringe upon the Second Amendment and the rights therein, you're not protecting the Second Amendment. And again, all of the restrictions that's in this particular bill, they do not apply to the military, law enforcement, and such. Just to law-abiding citizens. Laurel says, I hope she personally goes and takes them from the criminals. You know, I am waiting for them to personally try to take guns away from law-abiding citizens. Where was it? I think it was Illinois, and they gave them a big fuck you, where they tried to outlaw all the guns, and you had to register it. You had to register it. No, or was it? I forget what was it. Guns or something. Something to do with firearms. It might have been a stock. Something I don't know. I don't recall. They had less than 8%, far less than 8% of the people that they knew had it actually go and register it. Everybody says, fuck you. Come and get it. Come and get it. It's about time we say come and get it. You can't trust the legal system anymore. The ATF is setting up raids. More information coming out about the airport dude that they gunned down. They had every chance to do that without any violence or gunplay. They chose the time of day. They chose it. And in fact, they were going to go the day before, and they decided, nah, he's not home, so let's not go. Okay. Well, how about this? How about going to his place of work, arresting him at his place of work, bring him to the house, and execute your warrant? I mean, there's all sorts of ways. No, they didn't do that. They also chose not to wear body cameras. They're like, oh, all the agents don't have them. Bullshit. They chose. They want to play super ass badasses. They're going to war. And they're going to war against their own citizens. But they're too cowardly to join the military and go fight somebody that might want to fight back. I'll tell you what. The law-abiding citizens just might be at the point where you're going to get a lot of officers, be they federal, state, or local, planted in the ground because of your stupidity. Stop violating people's rights. Stop trying to escalate things. That's why we have the Constitution. That's why we have the Second Amendment. Used to be a time. I tell people, go ahead. Go in peacefully. I tell you what. You send them jack wagons to my house, I'm going to take out as many as I can. There you go. ATF, FBI, any law enforcement out there, no. You try to come, because I know I'm not a criminal. I know I'm not doing anything wrong. You show up at my house with a show of force, you're going to get force back. Be prepared. See, the good thing is that shit doesn't happen here in New Hampshire. But you want it, come and get it. I'll give it to you. You want my ammo? I'll give you all my ammo. Yeah, I know you're going to be wearing body armor. Welcome to the club. You got a full face helmet? It's about time these shenanigans stop. Stop. I'm not advocating violence. I'm advocating law enforcement actually do what they have sworn that they're going to do, is uphold the Constitution, uphold the laws, the legal laws. Ooh, that's hot. No, that's hot. You're hot. John, you're hot. Boy, you're spitting fire tonight. No, I'm just tired of it. Each one of these cases that come up, we find out that the ATF and the FBI do everything they can to pretend they're paramilitary organizations out fighting terrorists or something. They're not. They're not. The FBI had shoot-to-kill orders or authorization at the Mar-a-Lago raid, for crying out loud. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Number one, here you go. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. He's got a Secret Service detail protection. You think that they're going to have a battle of guns? Secret Service versus FBI. Really? Stop it. Hey, Bike and Bourbon, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Bike and Bourbon says, howdy, folks. Cheers. Cheers, my good man. Laura says, hi, you two guys. You two guys. But yeah, they escalate. You can do it. You can do it peacefully, quietly, without any problems. Nope. What's the biggest ruckus that we can cause? What is going to give us the maximum opportunity for trigger time? That's not the way it works. Certainly not. Certainly not. They act like he was an international, and even if he was an international arms dealer, he wouldn't have all the shit at his home. He was at most a borderline hopping across the legality line hobby dealer. That's all he was. And they shot him. Oh, but an agent got shot. Yeah, got shot in the leg or the foot or something like that. Good. Good. Don't be pulling that shit. You wanna act like you're fighting terrorism. Then join Delta Force or join the military. White Boy says the only firearm he can legally acquire over here is a musket from 1890. Yeah. Yeah, I got a bit more than that. Yeah, we got different cultures. Got different cultures, different laws. Yeah. If guns were the problem, honestly, if guns were the problem in the United States, we'd all be dead. Guns aren't the problem. There's other countries that have a higher gun fatality rate and crime rate than the United States does. Yeah, we're not the leader. Oh, mass shootings? Oh, they only happen in the United States. Bullshit. Bullshit. The same way as, oh, there's no gun violence in Great Britain. Bullshit. Happens every day. Doesn't tend to make the news. Big Al, rest his soul. It's a former policeman in the UK. I'll tell you. Yeah, they got gang problems. They got knife problems, gun problems. And there are mass shootings that happen all over the world, not just in the United States. And the majority of shootings, which qualify as mass shootings in the United States, it's all gang related. Yeah, so we got a gun problem. No, we got a gang problem. If you remove the crime and the gangs from the urban areas in the United States, we'd be one of the most crime-free and safe nations on earth. White boy says, policeman got stabbed here 3 days ago. Yeah. Yeah. People who are seeking to do ill will do ill. You can't stop them. They'll stab you. They'll club you. What? There was no crime and there was no murder and there was no violence before firearms? Yeah, right. No, doesn't work like that. In pure daylight. Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah. New Hampshire, one of the states with the highest guns per capita. Rated number 1 and number 2 safest states in the United States. Year after year after year after year. Don't tell me guns are the problem. Law-abiding citizens with guns. Law-abiding citizens with guns weren't going down and burning cities for 2 damn years in a row. A few years ago. Remember that? Remember that? Burning, looting. 2 years. Major cities across the United States. It wasn't law-abiding citizens with guns. But like the song says, try that in a small town. Yeah, we'll be planting some potatoes. We like taters in small towns. And we'll be sure as heck planting them. Laurel says they were working their jobs. Who was working there? Oh, yeah, the people. Yeah, law-abiding, gun-owning, and gun-toting. I tote a gun every day. Working their jobs. They're too busy to go out and do that crap, that shenanigans. And, I sure like taters, says Judy. Absolutely. Yeah, and I'll say this again. I'm watching the videos online, and they were some black folks, and we voted Democrat all of our life, and they haven't done anything for us. Now, what are the Republicans going to do for us? Fuck you. The government shouldn't be doing anything for you. The government should be removing obstacles that are not natural obstacles, i.e., if you're smart enough and capable enough, and you want to work a job and make a living, you should be able to do it. People should not discriminate against you or tell you can't do what you need to do. That's what the government's role is. It's not to provide for you. Taken from Peter to pay Paul. What's the government going to do for us? Government shouldn't do anything. The government should get the hell out of your way. So that's what I say. Great, yes, vote Republican. By all means, vote Republican. But you need to get that reverse slave mentality out of your heads. That the government is owed you something and they're going to do something for you. No, get the hell out of your way. That's what the government's supposed to do. Get the hell out of your way. Not control you. Not provide for you. Not to dictate things for you. These are the laws. We're going to enforce the laws, and we're going to make sure that somebody is not doing something illegal against you. That's what the government's job is supposed to do. Not to give you shit, because the government doesn't have anything to give. It takes it from somebody else. That's why that town, St. George, outside of Baton Rouge, they cleaved themselves away from, chopped their arm off of Baton Rouge. Why? Because they were the biggest taxpayers and they weren't getting shit for their money. And Baton Rouge is a big freaking ghetto full of crime and criminals and thuggery and mishandling shit. Wouldn't give St. George their own school, so they had to send their kids into the freaking urban jungles to get taught. They've got one of the worst school systems in the United States. So yeah, they said, screw this. We're going to form our own damn city. Good on them. Good on them. Oh, that's racist. No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh, but they're mostly white. So? They're mostly higher tax paying people that are gainfully employed and don't want crime. If they happen to be white, fine. They even said they don't care your ethnicity. If you don't want crime, come on over. If you want your kids to go to good schools and not have to worry about this gang thuggery crap, kids it's a mill for kids in a perpetual preschool until their 12th grade. Babysitting daycare center. You don't want that? Come to St. George. You don't care if you're black. Care about the content of your character. People have had enough. Had enough. One-tailed white boy said, it's more culture, I think. Yeah, culture. Culture goes a long way. In every direction, culture dictates a lot. Again, I got a gun on me right now. I get up right now, I got a gun on me. I got knives on me. I don't stab anybody. I don't shoot anybody. And they sure damn well ain't going to do it to me. An armed society is a polite society. White boy says the U.S. got different cultures as well. Most people don't realize. Yes, the U.S. is huge. The U.S. is huge. And most of the people outside the United States, they don't grasp that not every area in the United States is the same. We've got different climates in the United States. You can drive a whole day and not leave a state in the United States. Now, in Europe, you drive a day, you can be in 3 or 4 different countries. I remember when I was stationed there, and you know, people that travel an hour to 2 hours outside where their home was, that was a big deal for them. They're going on a trip. Here, shit, in 2 hours? Yeah. I drive to my place over in Vermont. It's a 2-hour drive. I mean, I don't want to do it every day. I've done it quite a lot for weeks on end, but yeah, it's not like a huge deal. White boy says, I mean, it sometimes looks the same with all the strip malls. No, the United States doesn't look the same with all the strip malls. Now, I can guarantee you go to different states, yes, there's strip malls, but each state has its own flavor-ish. Like Vermont's really pretty, but you like the prettiness of Vermont, but you want good roads, you go to New Hampshire. My brother marveled at it. He's like, oh, I wasn't expecting roads this nice. It's like, yeah, New Hampshire has good roads. Well, it damn well should for the property taxes we pay. Laurel says, we once drove 4 hours one way to get an ice cream sundae. Yeah. And there's nothing, it's like, okay, so you live in New Hampshire and you go, oh, you got family in Connecticut or something like that. Okay. It's not that big a deal. Drive 4 hours. I go for a drive with the missus. Tell you about that, you know. Hours and hours and hours. You know, just drive. We have a different mindset. Well, that's the same way as city folk versus rural folk. I was going to say country, but anything rural. The way we view transportation is totally different. When you live in a city, there's people that live in cities and they've never owned a car and they've never had a license. They rely on public transportation, taxis and stuff like that, and I get it. Less places to park cars and stuff like that, but yeah, us rural folks, we need our cars. We drive. White Boy says it's kind of crazy how big the U.S. is. It is. It's really big. I told a story. I had a friend who was a first sergeant in the German Navy, whatever their equivalent of a first sergeant. I didn't call him a first sergeant, but and he said, I used to think that people in the United States were arrogant, and I didn't like them. And I said, why is that? He said, well, because they thought they owned the world. I go, okay, fair enough. I said, but what changed your mind? He goes, I visited the United States. And I said, yeah? He said, I'm paraphrasing him, it's fucking huge. I was like, do Americans need passports? Look, no, you don't need a passport in the United States because the United States is so big that you can spend months just driving around in the United States and seeing different, look, Southern Louisiana and Maine. Let's take that. Two extremes. Two totally different cultures. Then you get like Cape Cod or LA. Again, two extremes, east and west. Two completely different cultures. You've got, call them the rural countries, Texas, Oklahoma, Colorado, Wyoming, Montana. It's a big strip. It's the Continental Divide. Well, starts up in Colorado, but I'm doing that line. And that's different from the cultures in those states are very similar, yet not exactly the same, but very similar. Then you get like Kansas, Missouri, some of those other states. It's not the same. It's rural, but it's not the same. More farming than ranching. Then you have the lands to the west of the Continental Divide. Again, different cultures. Get the far northwest. You got Oregon and Washington State. Different than California. Then right next to California, you get Arizona and Utah. Different than California. And you have Arizona and New Mexico. Quite similar cultures. One's mountainous, one not so much. They've got it, but a lot more mountains and less water in New Mexico. Laurel says, I drive 10 hours to see my sister. I drive 7 hours to see my besties in Georgia. Yeah. If you got the time, you do it. My brother drove up 18 hours. Yeah. I paid out the ass for gas, but no pun intended. But yeah, the U.S. is huge. U.S. is huge. And there's so many different cultures. We share a commonality. We share a common language, for the most part. I still say they need to codify into law English as the national language. We don't have a national language. All of our founding documents and all of our laws are written in English. Should be the national language. I don't care if people speak other languages. I don't care. It's good to speak more than one language. But you need a commonality. You need a thing that binds everybody together. Language is a good start. Again, French vanilla, New England brand coffee. as a choice for tonight. But yeah, the U.S. is huge. It is huge. Or south, east, west. Huge. Take you a long time to zigzag across the country and see most of the sites. You used to have Route 66. Some of it's not there anymore. Some of it's been rebuilt. Some of it's just gone. Some of it's as it was. And there's folks that still do. They travel the Route 66. Judy says, and most of it's beautiful. Yeah. Different types of beauty. Different types of beauty. A lot of it just simply breathtaking. Some of it rugged beauty. Some of it wild beauty. Some of it just... There's a beauty. I don't get into it as much, but, you know, some of the big fields, the open fields of Kansas. Oklahoma has a lot of places like that, too. Big rolling, not real big hills, just rolling hills. Flatlands. There's a beauty to that. I kind of like a little bit, some gullies and some trees and some place you can get in and out of the weather and stuff. And there's places in Oklahoma like that. There's places like that. But you got the Northeast. You got the Appalachian Mountains. Runs up the East Coast. And you got the Blue Ridge Mountains. You got the Smoky Mountains. They all about look the same. They're warmer down there than up here. It looks the same, but they're warmer down there. We got some higher mountains up here. But we're not as rugged and tall as the Continental Divide. But what a lot of people don't understand is it's younger. The Continental Divide is younger than the East Coast mountains. They got worn down by the glaciers. That's why we got so many rocks all over the place. The glaciers leave their rocks as they slowly crept on in. Judy says, I used to live in Asheville, and it was beautiful. Asheville. Bunch of ash holes there. Oh, just kidding. That's fine. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful country. You travel a couple days, and you're like, holy crap, it's like something just... Judy's, hey. Yeah, I know. You teed it up for me. I just knocked it out of the park. But yeah, just... If you're not driving and you go to sleep and you wake up and you're like, holy crap. It's like you're in a different country. He says, and culturally comes mostly down to different groups of people who settled the area in the past. Yeah, or then migrated in. But yeah. So you've got some places like Wisconsin and Missouri and stuff like that. You got a lot of Dutch and German, and Pennsylvania has the Dutch and German as well. The Amish still speak their version of Germanish. Germanish. You got the Swedes in some parts. I believe like up in the UP. I think they got a lot of Swedes that were up in there. Could be wrong, but I think they had a lot of Swedes up in there. And you got French. You got a lot of French in New England, upper New England. Look at the names of the towns, of the places you're going to go. You're probably going to see who was dominant in that area. So you got French, you got the Scotch, you got the Scottish. Minnesota has a lot of Swedes, says Laurel. See, there you go. So it's funny, like you travel New Hampshire, south to north, and you watch the names of the towns. You got a lot of British names and British towns. New Hampshire is New Hampshire, from Hampshire, England. And you go on up, and then you start getting Macomb and some of the other places. A lot of Indian names, Pennacook and Kuntukuk and Pawtuckaway. A lot of places like that. And they're from the Abenaki. And then you get further up north, and you get closer to the Iroquois Federation lands. That's in southern Canada, going across northern Vermont into the Lakes regions. And you got Quechee. That's definitely a good Scottish area there. White Boy says, and many cultures get conserved, which died out a long time in Europe, and dialects. Yeah, that's an interesting fact, that transplants from various areas tend to stick to their traditions, cultures, and language longer than the places that they left. Hey, Gus, welcome to the show. Just noticed that popped in there. It says, hey, don't pick on us Swedish people. Yeah, you kind of look Swedish there, Gus. Yeah, White Boy says it's quite fascinating. It is fascinating that the people who leave their lands keep their traditions, language, and cultures longer than the people that live there. And they live it every day because it's just warped with natural time. Another thing that's interesting, and we've talked about this in the show, and I've written about it, is that the ghetto blacks, the quote-unquote black culture, as it's known, urban culture, it isn't black. It's not black at all. They're talking about cultural appropriation. Their whole culture is taken from the poor Scottish and Irish immigrants that moved to the South from the Appalachians down into the South. Right, it comes from England. It's from the Scottish and the Irish, the poor Scottish and Irish. And it's only natural because we're mimickers. We glean from that which is around us. And there was no monolithic black culture among slaves. They came from all over Africa. They didn't share this. They didn't share the same languages. They didn't share the same traditions and cultures. They just shared the basic same skin tone and from the same continent. So do you read Thomas Sowell's? Yes, I am a great fan of Mr. Sowell. I'd love to get him on the show. He's old now. He's in his 90s. He's still doing interviews, though, but I'm a small fish. But yeah, Thomas Sowell covered a lot of that. I think his book, what's it called? Black Rednecks and Southern something or other. Black Rednecks and Southern, whatever. He goes into all that. Gus is not my favorite, but we'll eat it. Spicy. Oh, I love spicy food. Oh, I'll tell you about my burger I had the other day. I made a double smash burger. It was a double smash burger on a sesame seed bun. But I took a whole large jalapeno and I sliced it up. And after the flip, I put jalapeno on both of the burgers. Totally covered both the burgers. And then I put some pepper jack cheese on the top of both of those burgers. And when they were done and the cheese was melted, I put them on my bun. And then on top of that, I put Casey Masterpiece with cayenne pepper mixed in with it. And I slathered that all nice and good. Oh my goodness, I tell you now, that was a awesome, absolutely awesome burger. Yep. It was spicy. It was spicy, but it was good. Laurel says, Gus, my husband and daughter always bitch about not enough spice food in Minnesota. Yeah. Laurel says, that sounds so good. It was. It was amazing. Hot. It was hot. But it wasn't so hot that it drowned out the flavor of the beef and the barbecue sauce. And My goodness. Oh. So if folks ever come over to my place, I'll make them a burger like that. That's pretty good. Good burger. The missus had her burger, same thing, without the jalapenos, but had pepper jack cheese on it, double burger, and she had a mayonnaise that was mixed with chunky chili something or other. She got this. It's in a little jar. It's a little teeny jar about like that, and it's olive oil, and it's got pepper and hot peppers chunked up in it, and it's a spicy thing. So she mixed that up with mayo, with some mayonnaise, and that's how she had hers. And she said that was good. That was good. Wasn't nearly as spicy as mine. I tried it. I tried her mayo thing, and it's like, yeah, I can sort of taste it. I'd put a lot more in. She is not as adventurous when it comes to the spices as I am. I mean, she'll eat some spicy food, but I like spicy. I like it as spicy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The cowboy likes the spicy. I like it as spicy. Judy says she's growing Fresno peppers, and they are hot. Good. Good. I used to grow some jalapenos. A jalapeno's a good mid-range. I like my mashed potatoes with jalapenos too. We went over that recipe here. Mashed potatoes, leave the skin on. Mashed potatoes, salt, pepper, onion powder, and diced jalapenos. Get those jalapenos in there and just mix it all up. Oh, that's good. Applebee's used to have a chicken dish, and they called it jalapeno mashed potatoes. It was mashed potatoes, and they just put a few slices of jalapeno on the top, and I always says, give me a lot more of that shit. But yeah, they stopped that. I don't know why. Do not know why. Damn them. Yeah, food is different in the United States, depending upon where you go. You can get about the same things, but then each region has their specialties and what they like. Laurel says, Tommy and my daughter would make a chili that would strip paint off a car. They were the only ones that could eat it. I like spicy, but that was too brutal. Yeah, that's a good start. Take a spoonful and just go plip on your car. If the paint starts to run, then there you go. You're in the neighborhood. Oh, and chilies. And we go, chili, beans or no beans? I say yes. Yes. Chili has beans. Chili doesn't have beans. Yes, both is correct. There are two different types of chili. Just meat chili and chili with beans. I've had both. Like if I have it on my hot dogs, no beans, please. But a good bowl of chili, just a bowl of chili, I like them with the beans. But yeah, each region has its own. Like crawdads. We down in Louisiana used to get a whole bushel basket of them. Buy them at the side of the road. It's already made. And just eat them with a bowl of drawn butter. Have it with a 6-pack of beer. You don't do that here in the Northeast. About the only place you can really get them is you go to a bait shop, and I don't want to eat that crap. Gus says, I like my food naked. I've even given up salt, but Sally loves hot food. She does most of the cooking, so I mostly eat what she cooks. That's handy. I do tell her when it's a little too hot. Too hot. Too hot, baby. Too hot. There's a song. Too hot. Too hot, baby. Gotta run for shelter. Gotta run for shade. Oh, lyrics. Lyrical. I'm a lyrical genius. Laurel says, and then there's my daughter-in-law that likes spaghetti with her chili. That's just wrong. Yeah, I'm not no. Spaghetti, no. I can see a noodle, elbow noodles. You can put an elbow noodle in it. Especially if it's If the chili's a little bit runny, put some elbow noodles in it, but not sketty. No. You can put shrimp with sketty. That's good. Judy says, oh, no. No pasta and chili. Yeah, I've had elbow noodles in it. I think you can buy something like that. I don't think it's called chili, but it's basically a light chili, and it's got elbow noodles in it. You can get it like from Campbell's and stuff like that. Gus says he likes to eat slow. He eats slow and take a lot of drinks. Give me another beer. Say, give me another beer. My brother got in late, and I said, you want a burger? So I fired up the griddle. I made him a double smash burger. You want a beer? He's like, oh, I haven't had a beer in a while. You want a beer? Okay, I'll take a beer. He got about 3/4 through, and he was nursing the rest of it. It's like, if you don't want the beer, don't have the beer. If I offer you anything, here's a tip. If I offer you anything and you don't want it, don't feel obligated to have it. I don't get insulted, especially when it comes to my drinks, because that's one more beer for me to drink. If you're not drinking it, I'll drink it later. So, yeah, don't, if I offer it, I'm going to offer a lot of stuff. If you don't want it, don't feel obligated to take it. I'd rather you didn't. If you really don't want it, don't. But he doesn't drink coffee either. No coffee. He quit smoking in the 90s. I quit smoking in the late 90s too. But I drink my beer with dinner. We're on a hot day. Drink my whiskey at night. Not to excess. But I have my alcohol and I have my coffee. I drink a shit ton more coffee than I do alcohol. You should call me the coffee bean cowboy, but no. I mean, I've got whiskey. Like I said, I got 50 or so bottles around, so I like my whiskey. But I got a shit ton of coffee. I drink far more of that. Laurel says, no, I will fight you on that one. On what? The noodles in it? No, I just don't have noodles in it. I don't care. But I think they do. I think they've got a... or it may not even be a chili. It just may be a bean soup with noodles. Let's see, bean soup with noodles. White bean noodle soup. Yeah, it's I don't care how you want to dress it up. A white bean noodle soup is freaking chili. It's chili. It's just a soupy chili mac. Yeah, see, chili mac has noodles in it, but I wasn't thinking chili mac, but it might be a chili mac. That could be. Could be. Let's see here. Let's get on up in here. But yeah, white bean soup, it's just a sloppy. It's just a really liquidy chili. Chili mac soup. Yeah, it's probably what it is. A chili mac soup. Mama's Chili Mac Soup. Who's your chili? Who's your chili? Not like who's your daddy. Hoosier as in the state. Who's your daddy? Who's your chili? Who's your chili? Chili Mac Soup from Campbell's. Yeah, so Campbell sells that too. So it's Chili Mac Soup. I was thinking. Yeah. Who's your daddy? Who's your soup? Who's your Chili Mac Soup? Stop it. Yeah, so Chili Mac Soup. That's what I was thinking. And that's okay. That's okay. It's not like it's it's a soup. It's a liquidy, but yeah, white bean soup it's chili. Okay, call it anything they want to, chili. So yeah, beans or no beans, chili is fine. Then you got stouter chili, and you guys put chocolate in your chili. I put dark chocolate. Put just a hint of dark chocolate in my chili. It interacts with your jalapenos and everything else you want to put in it. Yeah. You see, I say jalapeno a lot. I like to call them jalapenos. But you know me, I mess up every word, every name. What do you call jalapenos? You call them jalapenos? 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 Jalapenos. 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 I call them jalapenos. Because I add flavor to my vocabulary. It allows your ears to chew it better. It's like I say, Heffenerd. I went to Heffenerd to pick up some ground beef. Heffenerd? Yeah, Hannaford. Hannaford. I went to Heffenerd to get some jalapenos. By golly. Yeah. But yeah, depending upon where, like grits. Grits in the Northeast. People eat them, but it's not like they eat them down in the South. And see, I like my grits. Up there is more like, add some brown sugar in them or something like that, sweet. I'm not a big grit guy. Cream of oats, cream of wheat, grits. It's a big thing down south. I didn't eat them much when I was down south either. Johnny cakes. Those Johnny cakes. Yeah. Johnny cakes. Yeah, flapjacks. Flapjacks, Johnny cakes, pancakes. You got Polish pancakes, crepes. Polish pancakes and crepes are very much alike. And then you get like American pancakes. It's Johnny cakes. Johnny cakes. Caribbean Johnny cakes. Johnny cakes are made with cornmeal and water as opposed to flour. They look the same. Pretty much the same. Kind of like how you can have soft tacos made from flour, tortillas. You can have tortillas that are out of corn or flour. I'm a flour guy. Laura says cream of wheat is made with wheat. Grits are corn. Right. Not a fan of grits unless they're baked cheese grits. I'm not a big... Right, but they're the same thing. Different. You can eat them the same. They're just made from two different things. Like I said, tortillas. You can get a tortilla, corn or flour. Are you folks corn tortillas or flour tortillas? Gus says grits. Yuck. No, thank you. See, Gus, he's a proper New Englander. He's a New Hampshireite. Laurel says flour. See, I'm a flour tortilla guy myself. Some people like corn. I'm not a big fan of corn tortillas. I would wager corn is the more traditional. But I like flour. Judy says I like both kinds of tortillas. It's like, how many different ways is John going to say that word? Tortillas, 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 tortilla. Gus says flour. Yeah, I like flour. Tortilla. Tortilla. Tia Maria. I once knew a girl named Maria. No, actually I did. It's like, you can't live down south. You can't live down south and not know a girl named Maria. Come on. Yeah, Maria. Maria. She was the sister of, and I forget. See, I had a buddy. I had a buddy in the Army, and his wife was her twin, and I can't remember her name, but I remember the sister's name, Maria. Gus says it's flatbread. Yes, but it's a type of flatbread because flatbread is actually a little bit different than a tortilla, but tortilla is a flatbread. All tortillas are flatbreads, not all flatbreads are tortillas. There you go. Judy says they're everywhere, those Marias. Right. Oklahoma, you live in Oklahoma, you're gonna run into a couple Marias. Texas, yeah, most definitely. Louisiana, mo definitely. You're gonna find some Marias around. Marias. Maria, I once knew a girl named Maria. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we don't have too many Johnny cakes up here. We have just standard silver dollar flapjacks. Laurel says really good sautéed with butter and then hit with cinnamon sugar. Maria's? That's you're a cannibal. Laurel's a cannibal. She says those Marias. Do you grind them up first? Potato, same thing. Tomato. Let's call the whole thing off. It's like John and his lyrics. Yes, there's a song for everything. There is a song for everything. And Laurel's our local cannibal. Oh, she says flour tortillas. Yeah. Oh, flour tortillas are good too. I like doing them. You can do with like Nutella. And then you can have berries or nanners put on it. And then you can put it in the oven real quick and crisp it up. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But, yeah. Or do your chips, tortilla chips, with again, butter and cinnamon. But instead of sautéing them, you just lay them out on your cookie sheet. You butter them up good and sugar and cinnamon and throw them in the oven until they just get golden brown. Oh, yeah. Gus says, just burn it and forget about it. Laurel says Nutella is one thing that will make me gag. I'm not a big Nutella guy, but those are good for the tortillas. My youngest likes Nutella. Yeah. But you can do anything. They got just a regular chocolate sauce. You can do that. Yep. And I still say, those biscuits with the layered biscuits from, what's that company makes them? They come in the tube. And they do they got the crescent rolls too. Pillsbury. There we go. Pillsbury. Yeah, thank you, Laurel. Pillsbury. They ain't biscuits. I like them because they're more like a bread product. I'm not a big, like Bisquick biscuits. That's a biscuit. I'm not a biscuit fan. Now I'll have it every once in a while. It's good with gravy over the top, and I like to cut it when it's warm and put some butter and some jelly or preserves in it, and that's good. That's good. But generally, I'm not a biscuit sort of guy. So the Pillsbury biscuits with those layers, that's more like a bread product. I call that a bread. They call it a biscuit. It's a bread. It's a round, flaky bread. It's good. I prefer that. Biscuits with sausage gravy. Yeah. See, you need a Bisquick type biscuit, a flour biscuit, for that type of stuff. You can't, you could, but I can't see the Pillsbury, they're flaky ones that got all the layers and stuff. I can't see that with sausage and gravy. You need the traditional biscuit. It's different. They're different. So if I'm going to have sketty or something that I want a bread product, that's the whole thing is, hey, what kind of bread product are we going to have? Pillsbury biscuits. It's basically the same. It's basically the same dough as their crescent rolls. It's just different layers. That's not a biscuit. that's a hockey puck shaped piece of bread. Nice flaky bread. Love it. Ain't a biscuit. But I ain't running shit over there at Pillsbury, so they keep calling them what they want to call them. But you can't have sausage and gravy over that. No. Laurel says garlic bread with anything Italian. Oh, yeah. Hey, how's about like Texas toast? Texas toast garlic bread. Oh, my goodness. That's the way to do it. Yeah, you have that with your sketty. You have that with lasagna. Have that with American goulash. We had goulash the other day. American chop suey. See, there's a difference between goulash and American chop suey. A lot of times they're very interchangeable, but they're not exactly the same thing. An American chop suey is like you take a red meat sauce for spaghetti and you mix it with noodles. Then you got American chop suey. And I like that. That's fine. Goulash has all the same ingredients. It's made different. And you're using fresh tomatoes, using fresh maters and bigger chunks of bell peppers and stuff like that. It's different. It's like all the Mexican foods. They're all the same. They use the same ingredients. Just how they put them together, it's differently. So so with goulash or American chop suey, any of those, Italian-y. Although I don't think goulash is Italian. I even like it with a ratatouille. Get your bread product. You can have some garlic bread with ratatouille. Love me some ratatouille. That ain't Italian either. I don't think it is. Isn't it French? Isn't ratatouille French? Vous toi, sacre bleu. It's like, oh, John is flipping out his French. Yeah, I can swear in French. That's about it. I can swear with a convincing French accent. Oh. Yeah, Laurel says I believe it's French. I believe it is. I believe it is. Love me a ratatouille. Love it. A lot of work putting it together, though. Gus says have to watch the movie. Yeah, with the rat underneath his hat helping him make the ratatouille. Yeah, that's good stuff. A lot of work. It's a lot of work. Oh my goodness. Not a lot of ingredients, but a lot of work. Pretty dish when you have it made. It's pretty well. You can make it sloppy. I like to coil mine, stand them up on end and coil them around, make it like it's nice and pretty. You can flat lay them through it, and that's fine too. But nah, I like to make mine look purty. Oh, purty. Oh. Ratatouille. That's good. That's almost an Italian dish right there. Doesn't it taste Italian? Ratatouille tastes Italian. It doesn't have pasta in it, though. Uses the squishes for the noodles. We do that, too. We'll make a lasagna with zucchini. You have to watch out because it can be a little bit sloppy. Them squashes, zucchini and summer squash, they get a lot of moisture content in them. They do. You wouldn't think. They do. Yep. So yeah, depending upon where you live in the United States, you get a different cuisine. Go down different directions. There's overlap, and we call similar things that we gone over that. Soda pop. Coke. Something, just call it Coke. For me, Coke is just Coke. It's Coca-Cola. But depending upon where you live. Yeah, Louisiana's got some nice foods, too. You got a lot of the Creole foods. You got Creole and Cajun. Not the same thing. They're not the same thing. You want to find out how they're not the same thing, Creole and Cajun? Go down to Louisiana and call somebody the wrong one. That's like saying somebody that's Puerto Rican is Mexican. No, they're not. No, they're not. Creole and Cajun are not the same thing. Judy says it's pop here. Yeah, pop's down, got a stripe down the middle of the United States. There's I call it a soda, or soda pop. Soda pop. I don't drink it very often. I drink it more than I should. I always feel like, ugh, I get all caramelized inside. I feel like my blood turns to sludge. Gus said Sally made spaghetti squash and a red sauce with onions and peppers and Italians. Yeah, that works. The missus does her sketty like that sometimes. Which wants to cut back on the carbs. She'll have her sketty with spaghetti squash. It's fine. I prefer my noodles. I eat everything. You go, John eats everything. I got nothing that I can't eat. Well, I got stuff I don't eat, but I don't have anything that I can't eat. Ah, goodness. Storm hit your way there, Gus? Did it make it up to your way? It passed through just before the show hit. It passed through here. Yeah, something I don't have enough of, and I love it, is just roasted, broiled, either way, onions. It's like, oh, we love them. It's good. We don't have it enough. Yeah, you just cut it in half, take the outer skin and the ends off, and throw it in the oven until it's done. It's delicious. Don't have enough. Like it grilled too. Get a big onion. Get a big Vidalia, about like that. Then slice it and get yourself some about 1/2-inch slices. And go ahead and put your avocado oil or your virgin olive oil, whatever kind of oil you like, and just put that on the grill. Oh, that's some good eating. Gus says, oh yes, lots of big boomers. Yeah, we got just a little bit, got some rain, saw it, and it skirted. You know, we're in a weird weather zone here. Judy says, I like them on the grill. Oh, mercy. Yeah. 1/2-inch thick. Between 1/4 and 1/2 inch thick. And just salt, pepper, whatever kind of oil first. You can choose. I don't care if it's peanut oil or avocado or olive oil. Brush them down, salt and pepper, throw them on the grill. Oh, yummy. That's some good eating right there. Do the same thing, except you don't put anything on them. Throw some pineapple on there. Oh my goodness. You like grilled pineapple? And you out there like grilled pineapple? Oh. As Gus would say, scandalous. Scandalous. Oh. Yeah, I cooked up thick porterhouse steaks. Picked them out for my brother when he come up. Grilled up porterhouse steaks. Baked potato. Butter. Salt and pepper. Sour cream. Bacon bits. Gus says yuck, and the grilled pineapple, oh, it's glorious. It is glorious. So that was his dinner here. He could have had anything he wanted to, and I said, let me know what you want. And he's like, oh, I'll eat anything. It's like, okay, whatever. I said, I'd just rather you pick it out. And I said, well, steak. He's like, steak is good. Steak's always good. So that's what we did. So we had the thick porterhouse. I put a little smoked salt on one side with some jalapeno and onion rub. Then on the other, a touch of Montreal steak seasoning on it. And I grilled that up nice to medium rare. Nice baked potato, butter, salt, pepper, sour cream, bacon bits, some green beans, and broccoli. He didn't have a beer. The beer was too much from the night before. I had a beer. I tell you, I had a beer. So yeah, that's just a normal dinner time at the Cowboys. Dessert? Yeah, hold on now. Remember, I posted up two desserts. Let's see if I posted up. I put two of them in one large bowl, side by side. It was kind of a plate bowl, so they were side by side. So I had raspberry cobbler with raspberry ice cream, with chocolate swizzles, the chocolate sauce, and the caramel sauce over it. And right next to it, I had the coconut paradise pecan pie or something like that, the one that Chili's has. So it has chocolate chips, coconut, pecan, and a bunch of other stuff in a chewy vanilla brownie with vanilla ice cream on top of that, and that topped with, again, the chocolate sauce and the caramel sauce. So he had a bit of both in the same plate bowl thing. It's like, oh yeah. There we go. Here is, oh crap, it's not coming on. Well, let's go here. We'll fix that real quick. We will fix that real quick. There we go. There it is. There is. So he had this, and right next to it, I'll show you the other one. This is the blueberry, or the raspberry cobbler with raspberry ice cream with chocolate and caramel swizzles. And right next to it was, let's see here. You got to go back again. Let's see here. Oh, we'll go here. See all photos. This should be quicker. I'll be able to pull that up quicker. There we go, right there. And that, minus the little cast iron pan, that was directly right next to it. Oh, talk about a dessert. Well, you can't ask for better than that. That is the chocolate chip paradise pie. It's got coconut and pecans and stuff in it, and the vanilla ice cream with the chocolate and caramel over the top. Both of them warm, not the ice cream. The ice cream is cold. Both of the brownie for this and the cobbler were both heated up ahead of time, and then you put the ice cream on that. So it's like, oh yeah. So we had both of them. I also gave him the opportunity he could have had. Here's option number 3. He would have died if he'd had room in the plate for it, but he'd have died if he'd had this one as well. Is peaches that are caramelized with butter and brown sugar. And it causes a nice sauce, caramely sauce. You're making it. And you serve that over vanilla ice cream. Oh, my goodness. That's a good dessert right there, too. Save yourself cooking time if you get the peaches in a can. If not, you're going to have to cook them longer in the skillet, because you got to make sure the peaches are done. But if you get them in a can, just caramelize those things up like that. As long as the brown sugar and the butter do their thing and the peaches are hot, you're done. You're done. That's it. Serve that over vanilla ice cream. How do you like them apples? Oh. Oh, goodness. Yep. Everybody's got quiet. What'd you do? Go run to your freezer and get some dessert. I think we're still going good. Says that the connection is excellent. We lost a few people. Guess they didn't want to hear about the food. Testing. 1, 2. Testing. 1, 2. That's 12. Yuck. Yuck for what? Which one's yuck? The caramelized peaches? Oh my God. You can do it with nectarines too. I think it's nectarines. Peaches and... Okay, Laurel says still going good. Okay. Didn't know if people left or fell asleep. Judy says, I need to make that for my friends. She was telling me the peach ice cream is her favorite. Yeah, if she likes peach ice cream, yeah, this is taking it up a notch. Again, you can get fresh peaches and you can do it, but it takes longer because you got to make sure you get them fully cooked. What is it? Peaches and... Are they nectarines? What's that? They're fuzzy. No, that's a peach. Pears is the other one. You can do it with pears, too. There you go. Peaches and pears. You can do it with pears. Peaches are better. You can do it with peaches and pears. That's good. Gus says, stop. Just stop. Judy says there's a peach festival here in July. Laurel says caramelized peaches are delicious. They are. You get them when they're hot and you still have that. Again, if you do it yourself, it's good because you make more of the caramelization. You use way more butter and brown sugar than you need. So you have a sauce with it. You just put it in a bowl, get yourself a bunch of vanilla ice cream and just pour that shit over the top of it. It's like, oh my God. It's absolutely delicious. Delicious. You don't need to top that with anything. You just eat that just like that. But we got some more mixed berries. We're going to make some mixed berry cobbler to have with vanilla ice cream. That's always good. How about bread pudding? Y'all like some bread pudding? I love me some bread pudding. That's a good use for bread. It's getting old. Bread pudding. Oh, yeah. I forget what kind of bread pudding the missus made last. She had made some sweet bread. She made some sweet bread. And then she made some bread pudding with the sweet bread. Gus is making pukey faces. You don't like bread pudding? Gus doesn't like bread pudding? Oh, my goodness. I'm not a big raisin person, but yeah, raisin's good in bread pudding. Oh, chop up some nuts, chop up some walnuts or something like that and put it in it. Oh, yeah, bread pudding. Any kind of fruit and berries, put it in your bread pudding. Gus is being nondescript with his little pukey faces. I have no idea what it was that was upsetting his delicate constitution. Laurel says, or Gus says, no, Laura, Judy says, it's like for the kids, I'll get the name right here in a second. Judy said, Gus, what's wrong with your taste buds? Laurel says, bread pudding with a good bourbon sauce. Yeah. Oh, we had it, and I forget what kind of bread pudding it was. And then we put some chocolate and caramel sauce over the top of that as well. Yes. Bread pudding. Good use of old bread. Or new bread, doesn't make any difference. Yeah. Gus says bread pudding is fine. The other stuff, yuck. You don't like the caramelized tree fruits? What's wrong with you, Gus? It's delicious. It's delicious. Pies are good. Well, just me and the missus around all the time. A pie goes to waste, though. It got to be a small pie. Used to be a time when the whole troop was here. A pie ain't going to be enough. You're going to have 2 pies. Now it's just the 2 of us most of the time, and it's 1 pie. I'm good. Look, I'm good for a piece. A couple pieces, maybe 3, but that's you're pushing it with how many days in a row. I was going to have dessert after dinner tonight. I was going to have some various ice creams. We have various ice creams, and I was going to put them on a bed of bananas. I'm going to have my nanners, get my potassium in. It's the best way for me to get my potassium in is take a nanner and cut it up and then have what you call a banana royale. It's basically, it's a banana split, but it's not in a boat, and you slice them in medallions instead of long way. Banana royale. That's how I like my nanners. But I was like, no, got a headache after dinner because the storm was coming through, and I'm just not in the mood for it. Lemon meringue pie. I can eat it any meal, snack, and dessert. Yeah, lemon meringue is good. What's its brother? You got key lime pie, lemon meringue, and key lime pie. I like both of those. Those are good. But again, it's just I'm not a big. You go, John, you're rattling off awesome desserts. Yes. I like desserts, but I don't eat a lot of them, and I don't eat a lot of them. Just nice portion. Gus says, remember, I'm Swedish. Swedish fish. Are you Swedish fish? You like the Swedish fish? Gus knows Swedish fish. Laurel says, not a fan of key lime pie. I'd make it for my husband. Yeah, I like them both. It's milder. Lemon's got more zing to it. I like lemon bars, too. Lemon bars are good. Oh, here we go. We've talked about this before. We'll get it out in the open again. You like pumpkin pie? So you got pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie, and butternut squash pie. Mm-hmm. They're all in the same family. They all have about the same flavor profile because they're all flavored the same. Do you like them? Do you not like them? And then I'll get to the whipped cream afterwards. My favorite out of pumpkin, sweet potato, and butternut squash pie is butternut squash pie. I like that the best. It's right between a pumpkin and a sweet potato pie, but softer. It's just, it's good. I had posted up. I got it posted up on my Facebook page. I got the recipe for the butternut squash pie. It's good eating. Let's see here. See if I got a picture of it. Let's see if I can. Butternut squash pie. That is most definitely not butternut squash pie. They all taste very different, says Gus. No, they don't. They're all in the same family. They're all seasoned the same. They're got the same spices in them. That ain't it. I pulled up butternut squash pie, and what's coming up is a damn the hell is that? It's whatever the hell it is. It's a rib roast. Prime rib. Here we go. Prime rib. Ooh, Grandma's coconut pie. Got that too. There's a pie. There's this. And there's this. There's that. There's this. I'm going to keep going on here. Oh, mixed berry and peaches bread pudding topped with chopped pecans. Oh, I got to bring this up for y'all. You'll like this. That was another dessert. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That is bread pudding with, mixed berry and peaches bread pudding. Goodness gracious. Topped with chopped pecans and vanilla ice cream. Yes, sir. Okay, there's more food. No, what was this? Strawberry rhubarb jam. Oh, yeah, the missus made that. Let's go here. See if we can find that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, here's a good one right there. Look at that. Apple pie egg rolls. There's some apple pie egg rolls. I'll blow this up. Apple pie egg rolls. Oh, with some chocolate sauce drizzled over the top and some powdered sugar. Oh, yeah. That's some good eating. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can find that. Gus says they have different spices that go in them, but not all the same. So there's carryout. You're being contrarian. They overlap. They're cousins. They're cousins. Applesauce pie. This is an applesauce pie. That's pretty good. Applesauce pie. Judy says, I have had that and didn't care for it. Which one? The apple pie egg roll? Depends upon how much you put in it, and your filling's going to make a big difference. Come on now. Oh, there's Hudson. Yeah, pretty boy. He's all got a white face now. Got very, very little of this dark color anymore. Oh, there's the grandma's coconut pie again. Judy says egg roll apple pie. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry you didn't like that. The hell? End of research. Let's try this. Excuse me. Butternut. Let's see if butternut pulls up something. Oh my goodness. Butternut squash bread. Oh, yummy. There you go. How's about that? Butternut squash bread. That is good. Now, if you like zucchini bread or something like that, you'll love this. Gus says, I can tell a difference. Stop it, Gus. Stop it. And folks can get all these recipes on my Facebook page. Just go to the search and then search for it out. They'll pull it up. Butternut squash bread. That's some good eating. There's another one. Come on now. That's why you're coming up here. That's over here. No, come on. No. Where's the butternut squash pie? See, it's not coming up. You, Somedy Bench. I know I have it on there someplace. I know I have it. Let's go into my pictures. I have to be back a while. I'm going to scroll by really fast and see whether I'm going to come up with it. Gus says any winter squash will work. I'd imagine. I would imagine. We just like butternut. Butternut's good. I'm scrolling. Keep those doggies scrolling. This is almost like what my burger was the other night. Remember I said that I made? Except for this one. This one only has the japalinas on between the layers here. I had it under each of the pieces of cheese. So it was dang near a whole japalina. Oh yeah. That's a good burger. Keep scrolling here. Keep scrolling. I don't know where the hell it is. Where are you? Oh, that's the pizzas. You make pizzas with tortillas. Tortilla pizza. Come out super crispy. Thin. Super crispy. Come on now. Well, heck, I'm done scrolling. That's enough of me. Put this picture up today. There we go. That's my happy spot here. I got a few. I like my studio's nice. But this is my corner of my living room. So I got my Yamaha Pacifica and I got my Taylor 314 CELTD. Got my playing chair. I got my Fender Mustang 25 amp. I got my pedal board here with my 4 pedals on it. This one's a reverb pedal. This one is a echo pedal, and this one is a chorus pedal, and this one is a looper. Got my looper. And then up here I got my Fender. Was it Fender AC40 acoustic amplifier. So when I'm playing the electric guitar, I plug it into the bottom amp here. When I play the acoustic guitar, I play it in the top amp. But I can run both of these through my pedal board. They work fine. And my drum machine up here. Got my drum machine up there. So I can run whatever drum beats I want. And today, after I made my post, this morning, I was playing my Yamaha. Then before lunch, I played my Taylor, and I was playing it with my backing tracks. I played the backing tracks on my tablet. So you play a back track, and it's got, you know what a back track is. And then I play along with it, make up my own song as the backing track is playing. And so that was fine. It was relaxing. This is the Mrs.'s frogs up here. It's a girl frog and a boy frog, and they're standing next to each other, and they're going to give each other a little smoocher. She likes frogs. Not real frogs. She doesn't like real frogs. She likes fake frogs. That's odd. That's weird. That is weird. So do you folks have a special place in your house, on your property you like to go? And I can take my stuff too, and I like frog legs, says Laurel. Yeah, they're okay. I'll play out on the front porch. I play out there a lot. Yeah, I play out in the Frankenzebo, and that's fine. Took my guitar out to the lake. We went to Massabesic last weekend. Went to Massabesic, sat in the morning, and watched the sailboats out there. Played away. Gus says frog legs are yummy. Yummy, yummy. Out gigging for frogs. Gigging. It's a little harpoon thing with multiple barbs, multiple prongs at the end of the stick. Gigging. Looks like an old-time apple picker. Just smaller. Smaller. Old-time apple picking's the same way. It's a stick, and it's got these things with the hooks on the end. You stick it up there, and you just can pull your apples down. Now gigging is fine. Judy says, I like my front porch. I have a lot of flowers and plants and some nice patio chairs. Yeah. Now, you put your feet up on the porch rail kind of person? I like doing that. Put my feet up. I got long legs, so I like putting them up there. Gus says, I have a lot of happy places. I know that. But it's for the world, so it's add conversation. I know that, Gus. Just no caramelized fruits for Gus. It doesn't make him happy. Judy says yes. Yes, if you got a nice porch rail, go ahead and put your feet up there. I'll put my feet up there. My feet up there, have a coffee each time the parade goes. The parade goes right by my house. Put my feet up on my porch and sip my coffee. Watch the festivities. Yep. The girls are doing fine. Speaking of the porch. Speaking of the porch, how'd they get to the girls? Well, the chickens are down off the front porch. Girls are doing fine. Not liking the heat too much, but they're doing okay. We keep nice water for them. 5 eggs today. We've been going now between 5 and 3. 5 and 3. 5 and 3. And that's fine. Gus is doing his pukey faces again. Gus, what you doing, your pukey faces? Got to figure out where I want to go canoeing next time. I got a couple places I'm thinking of. A couple places. Might go to Stumpville Pond. Might do that. Go up the Concord ways. That's a nice one. When the river gets narrower. Where I was canoeing this last time, it was a bit wider. More people come noontime. Get up a little bit further. Get up to between Hopkinton and Henniker. That stretch there. You don't get a lot of people up there. It's a bit narrower and windy. Closer in. Hence narrower. It's is that what that means, Gus? Not Gus. John, I'm calling myself Gus. Stop it. Narrow means closer in together. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Narrower. Narrower. So we'll figure that out. Pawtuckaway is nice. It is nice. But we'll see. Should be able to get out on the Merrimack here soon. I think it'll calm down. And stick close to the shore. Still a bit high. So that means she's going to be running. Get out near the mill. She's going to be running. I don't want to fight with that. Ain't got time for that. Oh, goodness. Somebody's popping their laughy faces. They're doing their thing. They're hitting their buttons. But, yeah, I should get the carport up here shortly. Got to get to come along over to Gus again. Thank you, Gus. Thank you kindly. Didn't have to use it. Hooked the saw rig up to the back of the truck and pulled it out. Pulled it straight out. And then, yeah, I'll tell you the adventure about the... ain't fit for my broadcast. I'll tell you about the adventure of getting it up on the trailer. But, yeah. Lost a glove. Don't know where the glove went. Wasn't in his truck. He said it wasn't there when he went back to the property. He didn't see it on the ground. Didn't see it here. So I had to go out and buy a new pair of gloves. I got red ones this time. My last ones were black and brown. These are red and black. It's like, oh, snazzy. Snazzy. Ain't going to lose those. I'll see those. Yes, sir. I know, sometimes I like bright colors. Sometimes I don't. I don't wear bright colors very often. I used to when I was younger. Now I'm more earth tones. I like this shirt. This shirt is kind of a cream and light brown. And, you know, just ain't white. It's kind of a cream color. Well, you see what I wear. Oh, I was like, that's that way John looks, just for the show, right? No, that's the way I look. That's the way I look. And you see me out in public, I look the same as I do on the show. Except I'm handsomer. So, can't get any uglier, so it's got to be handsomer. Oh, goodness. Stop it, Gus. Stop it. You're being mean to me. Gus is like, I ain't said shit. Sally been listening to the show, Gus? If she has, hello, Sally. If not, say hello to Sally. Gus says we are supposed to get a lot of rain in the next week. Yeah, they said that, and they said that, you know, for the weekend too, and I didn't. So, but I'm going to try to get that carport up before then. We'll see. Hell, I might be able to do it as long as it's not raining hard. I could do it out in the rain. Get myself all glossy wet. Get sexy for the missus. It's like, oh, John's out there getting wet. We're like, stop it. Where's Gus's pukey faces again? Come on, Gus. See those pukey faces. You can do it. He says, nope, the ears are on. He doesn't share me anymore. He says, nope, if she ain't getting her own cell phone to watch the show, she not getting any of this. Yep. My goodness, well, it's 10 o'clock. It is 10 o'clock, and all is well. All is well. I will see you next Sunday. This coming Sunday. And, of course, there's the pukey faces. Thank you. Thank you, Gus. Thank you kindly. See you on Facebook. Anybody, you know how to contact me. You can message me. You can shoot me off an email. You can just yak away on my posts on Facebook. And we, of course, but I got under 50 followers there, too. I just keep that just in case if they threw me off of Facebook, I'd have some place to go. But y'all have a good evening. It was nice chatting. Guess I'll see you in the next couple days. And, yeah, we'll see if we can see what's happening with this country, what we got going on. Check out my posts. Again, hey, good night, everyone. Hey, there's Donna. What the hell, Donna? Did you just show up? There's Donna. She didn't even say hi. She says, yeah, I wanted to see if you were talking shit. No, I talked shit about you at the beginning of the show, Donna. I'm going to do the whole show talking about you. She says, no, been here a while. You should have said hey. Should have said hey. Laurel, Gus, Donna, Judy. One-tail white boy. Bikin' Bourbon. Whoever else happened to be showing up for the show. Thank you for stopping in. See you Sunday. Again, same time, same place. Have a good evening. God bless. And take care.